Hi guys, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a twin flame soulmate love reading. Obviously this is from the 10th of April 2020 onwards. Obviously the timings can differ, so if this has already happened for you, some of the information, then you know, just sort of, as I say, just take it as it resonates. It's a general reading, so some things may really kind of hit the mark and maybe the messages for you, and then other times they may not be directly for you. So as I say, I'm going to try and switch up these readings as best I can. Sometimes I'll do pick a card, sometimes I'll do general readings, sometimes I'll do this format. If you prefer it in this format, let me know, because I'm just trying to give you guys what is easier for you. We're going to concentrate on twin flame energies, okay, from now, and what you can expect to see over the next few days. Messages from your person. Anything else Spirit want to let us know about while I'm shuffling these cards. Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. Could be some breakups from karmics going on around this time. Let's have a look what other... Oh, this is... Someone's not getting things together. Someone's putting something off here. Someone's not organised. These cards are not shuffling very well either. Let's have a look. What else? Spirit. Twin flame, soulmate messages from the 10th of April. Something's not quite gelling here with these cards. It's like I'm trying to shuffle them. Someone's being very stubborn. Someone doesn't want to see it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to acknowledge what they've got to do. They don't want to acknowledge what they've got to do here. Let me just keep tapping into these energies and then we'll begin. I want to get a handle on this so I can see it. Look, that keeps coming up. That Three of Swords keeps coming up. They know they've got to do something and they're not doing it. It could be breaking up with a karmic. Apologies if the shuffling is louder than the voice. Yeah, look. Here we go. Two of Swords, they don't want to see it. They don't want to acknowledge it. Two of Pentacles, they're juggling with the idea, all right? So this is thoughts and in the physical. They're juggling with things, how to deal with things in the physical. They're juggling with things, how to deal with it in terms of how to process this information. And that is, I feel, the karmic. This is the karmic. So if they're in a relationship, they're not showing up as their person. They're showing up as the third party. So they're not even showing up as someone who is with this person. They're actually showing up as someone who's holding on and is the third party now. Because Spirit are just saying they're getting in the way and they're not meant to be anymore. But because of this indecision, things are being held on to and it's not being acknowledged. Now 2 and 2, look at this 2020. We're in 2020 now. 2 and 2. Indecision around the physical, indecision around the thoughts. So the root chakra and the third eye. So they're trying to transition into this fifth dimensional energy, but they're being held back. Why are they being held back? Probably because they're not seeing something realistically, or there's one last thing. It's like there's a little strand here. Do you know, I almost cut that strand. Instinctively, I almost cut that then. This one last piece to this before they leave. So put it this way, if you feel like this is resonant with you, your person's about to leave the karmic. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. They know. So now we've got the Two of Swords, we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. The only thing we don't have now is the Two of Wands, which is the action. Because we know the emotions with the cups is like, oh, you know, because they feel guilt towards the karmic and then love towards you. They feel guilt towards the karmic and then they need to do right by you and invest that one coin into you. And they want to give you the truth, but they know they're not getting the truth out of someone else. So again, the only thing we haven't got here is the Wands, which is action, which is when they finally make that move forward. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands. So can you see? We've now got all of the twos, right? So what's happened is something has shifted. Now I will say it's probably been the 444. Well, we'll start before that. It's probably been the Seven Sisters meeting with Venus, number one. Number 2, the 444 portal, because obviously 4 of Wands is twin flame card, isn't it? We've had 3 of them, which is about, you know, mind, body, soul, which is about, 3 is about reunion. 3 is Gemini, isn't it? So it's like communication is that kind of balance, that yin and that yang, that masculine, that feminine. And then we've had the Libra full moon on the 6th, which is that recalibration of, and obviously Libra is karma. We've had the karmas there, and then bottom of the deck is the Chariot. So the indecision has reverted itself out of indecision, because if you have 4 2s, what does that make? What does 4 2s make? That makes 8. And when you have 8, you're talking about transitioning and moving the 5th dimension into the 3rd dimension. You're effectively infinitely co-creating your reality. And the reality you've co-created, like someone's manifested this. Look, this is the Chariot. The light and the dark, the 2 horses working in tandem. This is about, again, look, the truth. The truth. And taking that leap of faith. So your person knows and is already taking that there's just one strand that's left. That's it. There's only one strand, and that one strand is to remove the last of the karma from the person that is around them, because the secret's out. Any disillusionment, any secretive energies, anything that they weren't sure of with this other person, it's been revealed. If they didn't know who this karmic was, they're gonna, and they already do. Because look, they know what their wish is. They know their wish. Now it's interesting because the cards are lying on 2 different sides of the desk. On that left hand side is where the karmic fell, and on the right hand side is where the 2 of Cups and all the other cards were. 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups is that abundance. 9 is a closure as well. 9 is something that's already closed. It's an ending. Because look, the truth was, something came out. Something came out. 9 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. So at the time you're watching this, they are now debating what to do, because they already know that this has already happened. The truth was already revealed. Ace of Swords. The clarity, the vision. So now they're taking that pentacle that they've now taken from the other person, because don't forget it was the 2 of Pentacles, wasn't it? It's that indecision. They've taken your pentacle now and they're trying to give it to you, but at the moment they don't know how to do that. Now we've got the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups. They know the long-term investment is with you. They know the reconciliation is with you. They're concerned because they may not have told you. They may not have acknowledged it vocally to you. They may not have known how to express that. And look, this is this time. The fates are here. This is fated. This is something that was always going to happen. The spirit world are ready, and so the Wheel of Fortune turned. That's it. It's done. It's happened. It's already happened. And I'm just hearing the red strings of fate were always something. Look, that one fell on the floor. So she's not even there. And again, if you're watching this and the karmic is male, then take that as it resonates. It doesn't have to be female. It fell on the floor and it was reversed. So we'll put that there. Actually, I'm not even putting that near my cards. We'll put that there. It's done. Done. And look, this has been repaid. This has been totally, it's finished. The devil energy is no longer. It's not. Yeah, look, it's being removed. It's this unfairness, this imbalance. 6 of Pentacles in reverse, which is that kind of yeah, it's not balanced. It was that kind of karmic energy, because the devil is karma. It's been removed. Wheel of Fortune. Finished. This here is something, is the red string of fate, it's karma, it's destiny, it's something that cannot be suddenly changed or maneuvered. This is like, it is what it is. It's like, there is no someone doing all weird stuff just to try and reclaim power. This is, look, Nine of Cups. You're the wish fulfillment. Now they're coming towards you. The Chariot. Eight of Swords. This here is maybe, it could be the Eight of Swords where some of them maybe have already got out of it, but they don't know how to come towards you, and that's, or maybe this is something that they previously were blocked by, but now this is how they're going to move forward with this, because they know. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. There's a little bit of fear here, but how you'll react or how you'll respond, I feel that they're concerned with, but I feel like they're working on that. They're not going to talk themselves out of it. And we've also got the Lovers card here as well. So it's like the choice has been made. They're putting efforts in to kind of move forward, to choose. Well, they've already chosen, but to actually put this into a solid effort. What else can you tell us, please? Moving forward about these twin flames, please. What else is happening? What's going on, please? Yeah, look. Wow. Okay. So the King of Swords has made the decision. Again, this is about final decision making, making that truth, fairness, being okay, being honest, you know. And Page of Pentacles is about an investment in time and resources. Page of Pentacles is them having made the decision to come towards you. Now, the only thing that they're not doing is maybe announcing it, or maybe they're just planning this about how they're going to come to you, how they're going to approach you, but they're not yet doing it. There's something about this Six of Wands in reverse where it's like it's not yet public, they're not yet doing it. They're saying, wait. Six of Pentacles. So again, by this point you would have either already heard that this person has finished with the karmic, or literally it's about to happen. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles here. So they've reassessed what their needs were, their long-term needs, and it's they know that it was the right decision. And I'm just hearing good to go, good to go. It was time. So we're transitioning into sort of Taurus season, coming up on the 20th. There's something about that energy. It's like, I feel like may need a week or so to kind of recalibrate. Look, the Six of Cups reversed. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be some karmics here that are going to try and recalibrate and get that kind of connection going again. That's not going to happen. King of Wands, they're already, their heart's somewhere else. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. What else can you tell us? Yeah. This is what they need to remove, is this fear. Let's see what they're worrying about. What are you worrying about here? Why are you worrying about this? They don't know how to work on this. It's like we've got the Ace of Wands here, which is action. The Three of Pentacles, which can be a third party, but it can also be about building together a future and foundation, working together. What else can you tell me about the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Ace of Wands? Someone is definitely making things hard. I feel like someone's already left someone, but they're putting guilt trip on. We've got Three of Swords with the Two of Cups. We've got the Five of Swords, mind games, with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Someone has already been finished with, karmic-wise, but it's like they're making it difficult for your person. They're making it difficult for your person because, let's have a look, they don't want them to come to you. That's what that is. That's what that is. Yeah, look, we've got you, the Queen of Cups, that's holding that cup ready to give, because you're ready for it. You're in your emotional energy here. You've surrendered, because you're waiting for them to take that leap of faith, the fall. The problem with it is they're still only a knight. It's like they've been mowed down, And again, take it as it resonates. Maybe your counterpart, you're the masculine, and it's your counterpart that's been mowed down. Take it as it resonates, right? So, because the genders don't really, you know, it's just a visual, essentially. It's just, go with what is going on in your situation. Take what resonates. They need to build themselves up. This person, your counterpart, your person's been dragged down a little bit. But they know where they want to put the investment. Page of Pentacles again, and the Ten of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, the ultimate. And they will be communicating this. This is the Eight of Wands. This is not sure why it wasn't letting me show you that, but this is about very quick communication. So again, over the next couple of days, if you feel like the person comes forward and it's like maybe not as evolved conversation, and maybe they're seeming like they're not very confident, very much like kind of Knight of Cups energy, where maybe they're offering a very valiant gesture, but there's nothing practical to sort of show you what it's not being followed through, then give them some time, because I feel like this person's just recalibrating a little bit. Yeah, look. Wow. They're defensive over their actions. Someone's trying to challenge them. Look, Nine of Wands with the Two of Wands. Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior energy. And the Two of Wands is like, hang on a minute. Hello, just had to maneuver the webcam so you can actually see what's going on. Can you see? This is like the Two of Wands here. And then this is, well, this is a little bit, hang on, let me just move the light here. Sorry about that, the sun's going in and out of the clouds, so when it does, the lighting changes, because obviously I've got a light set up here. So the Nine of Wands with the Two of Wands, as you can see finally, sorry. What is reflecting off this? This is deliberate now. They're going to come to a realisation, look, what they were previously defensive of, can you see that this card's shining so brightly? It's like there was so many distractions, they couldn't see what was going on in front of them. And so finally, because this distraction's been taken care of, they can finally see you. Finally. What was hidden in the cards was the Page of Swords, which is that truth. And Judgment is the decision, finally making a decision. But we've also got the High Priestess in the reverse. So there was a secret here that was distracting them from coming to you, that they've just figured it out. Because remember, I kept showing you these Nine of Wands and the Two of Wands, and it was like reflecting so brightly off these cards. There's something about one of these wands, aka you, it's like the karmic was distracting them. And so because now they've seen the truth with the karmic, they can't be distracted by that anymore, because the truth was given. So if your karmic's been deceitful, dishonest, is not the person they say they are, wearing a mask, isn't authentic, isn't legit, then this is what they've just found out. There's something as well here. Could be about a pregnancy, could be about children they've just found out about. It could also be that what they thought was your energy in them is you. So they've confused energy and thought, actually, this person that I've invested in, I thought this was my person, but it's not. I got the energies mixed up. You know, that can happen as well. But it's like they've seen now, finally, this is the reality of a situation. Look, the Nine of Wands is in the reverse. So when they could have been defensive towards you, and now the tides have turned. Now they're on watch with this other person, because they know what they maybe distrusted in you should have been always untrustworthy in them. So the Nine of Wands in the reverse. This is, like I said, the honesty, the light is being shone into those shadows there. And where they were kind of holding on for dear life, it's like you can't sit and go, oh, yeah, the sky isn't blue, it's this purple with a shade of green. Like, there's only so much you can do that until the truth comes out. Yeah, look. So we've got the Hierophant, which is this is tradition. This is like the old tried and tested ways. This is like the kind of the status quo. So this is, yeah, the Hierophant. And then we've got the Emperor here in the reverse. So there was something very stifling around this connection and the relationship he was in, or she was in, that wasn't allowing them to see their own truth, to see their light, to understand where to go. It was like they were being suppressed in every direction. All right? Because, look, we've got this, which is the Hermit. It's like they had to find their own inner light. This could also be Virgo energy. We've also got Aries here as well. But all they found when they went within is just more of this, burdens. It was like they know there's only so much you can remove around you before the one thing that you're trying not to, because I feel like this person would hold on tightly to this person in the status quo, but I feel like it's got to the point where it's like so glaringly obvious with that light that was shining on that card. It's like you can't escape that. There's only so much of there's only so much you can do. It's like you can't. There's only so much truth that can be shown before someone has to see that. And again, the Wheel of Fortune turns. So this is what, the third time we've had the Wheel of Fortune, but this is the you know, destiny, fate is here. And again, if you, maybe you're watching this going, oh my God, that's what's been going on. So this is already here for you. Or maybe you're sat there going, oh yeah, but this hasn't, I haven't seen any of this. It will, you'll see it. And also, now you might be watching this going, yeah, but how do I know if this is for me? How do I know? If you are in a twin flame connection and you know it's a twin flame, it's like someone could sit there and go, no, it's not. And you'll be like, I don't care what you think, I know. Then that is a twin flame connection. It's like you can't be talked out of it. It doesn't work like that because, you know what I mean? It's just a different kind of energy. That is your person. It's like, and you know it categorically. You just know. It's like it's inbuilt into you. Yeah, look, the truth. You know the truth. And also with this this is like, can you see there's that truth that comes out of the cloud? It's like they're offering clarity, but the clarity ends something. The clarity ends something. It's also about fast movement. This is, I feel like once this happens, this Wheel of Fortune happens, it's very, very fast. It's like they're going to probably want to speak to you about what's going on, if I'm totally honest with you. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is the offer. It's like bringing forward a practical offer. And it's like, this is what I want. This is how I see it going. That's kind of the conversation coming, because look, they've realised you are their sun. You are the sustenance. You are the light. You are the abundance. You are the nourishment. This is like masculine energy as well, you know. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here, which is about a waiting period. So again, they don't want to be coming in with this player energy. This is not what this person's about. What is going on with this light? Did you see that? It's like the sun's come out. They're literally now showing me through the weather. I mean, fair play. I mean, it's kind of easier for me to have to explain. If you explain it through the weather, then it means it's making the job easier for me. Keep going, you know. Which was why I had to adjust the light, because they couldn't see it. It's like the clouds were covering the sun, the fog was covering the masculine, and to see what was ahead of it. The light is out. The sun is out. This is it. This is truth. This is nourishment. This is the heavens have spoken. With the rainbow in the back of the sort of card, this is about healing. This is Temperance, is reconciliation. Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. Your emotional fulfillment is about to be rewarded finally. All of the energy you've put into this is about to be rewarded. You're about to get something that isn't just wait. Now this is, if you still haven't done your emotional healing, I would be looking at that, because Temperance is also about healing. We've got the Four of Cups here. This person is saying, what happens if they don't take the cup? I didn't take their cup last time. What happens if they do this back to me? What do I do? So they're now in a state of this kind of like, what do I do if they say no, or they don't understand it? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Because they're in this Two of Wands where it's like, well, I chose the wand, I chose the decision, and I've made the decision now. That's ended. What happens if my person doesn't say yes? What happens if you don't say yes? Seven of Wands reverse. This is like the warrior energy that's they're putting their baton down, they're putting their wand down. They're not as defensive anymore. But we've also got the High Priestess, which is the keeper of the secrets. What is it you're trying to tell us, please, High Priestess? They're not sure if you want them. They're not sure if you want them. They're too embarrassed to admit this as well. This is even more. They don't know how to make this leap of faith. This is what they're currently working through. And I'll be really honest with you. The reason why is because they know if you've warned your person about the karmic, if you've sat and told them this is never going to work, you're wasting your time, and maybe it took them 7 years to learn the lesson. Maybe, you know, you were sat there trying to warn them for ages and ages and ages. They didn't listen. They're also embarrassed about the fact that this was karmic for them. And this has now been balanced. They're embarrassed that the scales of justice had to get involved. The universe had to get involved for the tower moment to come in, for them to acknowledge the truth. Finally, they're also a little bit embarrassed about that. They're embarrassed about this juggling act that they had. And they're embarrassed about how this decision came about, because they know you knew. They know that this was something that you knew. They also know that this is your energy. And again, take it as it resonates. Maybe you're the Emperor energy or you're the Empress energy. This is divine counterpart energy. And they knew that this had to happen, that action towards ending of an existing relationship, situation, set up. If it's a family member, maybe there's a karmic family member they had to move away from. Maybe it was a baby mummy, maybe it was a baby daddy, you know. Whoever it is, they've had to kind of go, no, you may have warned them, and this person's struggling with that. They feel guilty, but they're ready, because this is the goblet of this is the love, the eternal love, the Holy Grail. This is like you, what they want to give to you. But they're worried that you're not going to take it. Because look, the Four of Cups that we saw earlier, the Ace of Cups has been offered and he's rejected it. He's not sure whether to take it. He thinks he's going to offer this, or she's going to offer this, and you might turn around and be like, Eight of Wands. Communication. So the communication's coming, but I think they're going to test the water a bit to see whether or not you still stand in the same place, if you still feel the same way, because they're not going to come forward and sort of in that king energy until they know. But this is what they want. This is that happily ever after, ultimate wish fulfillment, ultimate abundance, ultimate you, ultimate them, ultimate together. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. They're in fear. They're in fear. Let's pull some romance angels to wrap this reading up. Let's pull some romance angels to wrap the reading. What can you tell us, please, for our twin flames? What do they most need to know? Outcomes. What do they most need to know? What do they most need to know? What can you tell me, please? Right. It says free yourself. As you can see, there's an animal here that's kind of trotting around the same area. And it says, it's time to take back control of your life. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So yeah, this is total surrender, this energy here, isn't it? Look at the kind of body language. It's like, yep. And then, wedding. This situation involves marriage. Bottom of the deck, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. He thinks, or she thinks, that's what they're going to do, and you're just going to be like, bye. But it's not the case, is it? And they'll understand that soon enough. They're coming forward, all right? So, guys, that was your Twin Flame Soulmate reading. Hopefully you're all taking good care of yourselves. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. All your likes, shares and subscriptions. Thank you. I'm going live on YouTube Monday. Well, it'll be... I think I'm going to do early Mondays, 2 p.m, sort of lunchtime, 12 midday, 2 p.m. British Standard Time on Mondays. And then we'll be doing sort of 6 to 8 p.m. British Standard Time Wednesdays and Fridays. I haven't quite decided where though. It may well just be on YouTube, but it may be alternating, maybe on Facebook, on my Psychic Medium page or my Instagram. Haven't quite decided. I'm just going to feel it out what Spirit want me to do. So if you want to be notified when I go live, definitely click the bell, because it does notify any readings that kind of are published on my page and or live readings as well. So guys, just a bit of a heads up, or you can alternatively follow my social media. I do also have an Amazon wish list that I've posted now, which Kate has very kindly added to some of the cards that were on there that are going to come. We're going to be opening them live on the live one day when they come here, just to keep the readings fresh so that obviously everyone can enjoy, you know. So if you want to get involved in that, obviously by all means do click the bell icon or follow me on social media to be notified. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Take care.